Basketball has changed over the decades and has a large impact on society and unity. Basketball was invented by James Naismith in Springfield. The year was 1891. Naismith was asked to come up with an indoor game that offered fewer injuries than classical American football, so he came out with basketball. My name is Ricky, and today I'm going to be informing you guys about basketball. Basketball has greatly impacted my life since I was little. My dad would always take me out to the park and play basketball with him. Understanding the importance of basketball and how it has a great impact on society, and it could help people realize how important basketball is. Today I will be talking about how basketball has changed over the decades and how it has a large impact on society and unity. Now that we have talked about how basketball was invented, let's get into how basketball changed over the decades. The first basketball game were played with soccer balls. However, they improved with the ball handling and how they shoot. The first manufactured basketballs were produced in 1894 by a bicycle company. First, players were not allowed to sub into the game. Then in 1920, they were allowed to re-enter the game only once. And then in 1934, the rule expanded to two players could re-enter the game. Then in 1945, the rule was changed. The rule was changed that they could sub as many times as they want. In the beginning, boundaries were not identified. In most cases, they were just walls. It was not until 1904 till they came out with straight lines, which were the boundaries. Now that we went over how basketball changed over the decades, now we could talk about how basketball has a large impact on society. Basketball involves a lot in starting and stopping. It's also a good exercise. It helps with your endurance. It improves balance. It burns carbs and it builds muscles. NBA players can have a positive impact on people as well as an entire nation. ESPN, Jeremy Lane, an NBA player, to have the ability to expand basketball, largely in China. Throughout basketball, you learn to respect. You respect your coaches, the referees, your teammates, and your opponents. You learn to acknowledge that sometimes your opponent is better than you. Much like life, there's ups and downs, success and failure, and obstacles. Now that we went over how basketball impacts society, now let's go on to how basketball brings unity. Admittedly, this could be difficult and painful. Lesson for young players. Not always getting what they want is a tough lesson to learn. But just like we teach our siblings how to share a toy, we need to show them how to share a spotlight. Basketball brings people together and to have fun. Basketball is all about teamwork, so everyone has to be doing their position correctly. Unity is very important in basketball. Now, let's go through what we went through. Today, we discuss how basketball has changed over the decades and how it has a large impact on society and how it brings unity. Kobe is a legend in basketball. When he passed away, it hit everyone. Kobe was the definition of basketball and never gave up. Everyone looked up to him when they're they're small. I'm pretty sure you guys will scream out Kobe every time you guys will shoot a shot. And basketball is everywhere and in life.